All right, guys. So right now, early access has just dropped for 2xKO, and unfortunately, there's a login issue. But luckily, in the offline build, you can still go through and see all the cosmetics in the store. So we're gonna go through here and rate all the costumes for the characters that are in the game right now. So let's hop right in. One thing to note too, there are less chromas than there were in Alpha Lab. There used to be like a black and white chroma, a purple chroma, and some others. So I don't know if they're still being worked on or what the deal is. But yeah, interesting stuff. So Ari's plain design. I would give this, I don't even know if we should rank the plain. I guess we should rank the plain design. So the default design for Ari, it's a classic. I think they did a great job with her. It's not like 1-to-1 from the League skin, but it's like very close. The tweaks they made were nice. So I think this is a good like 8 out of 10, probably 8.5 out of 10. Dynasty Ari was the first skin we ever saw. This was first shown off at EVO 2023, I believe. If it wasn't EVO 20, no, it's EVO 2024. But this was the first one we saw with changed VFX, and we have some chromas for this one as well. Obviously going for the more traditional like Chinese look, I believe. And the chromas are great. I like this golden one, kind of Super Saiyan looking. Maybe a little bit of the prestige skin color, like in League. Pretty cool. I'd give this probably also an 8.5 out of 10. It just kind of feels like a different outfit for her. The different VFX is nice, so maybe with that we bump that to a 9. Yeah. Snow Moon Ari. So this one's pretty funky looking. She's got, I don't even know what you would call those, like leg warmers. But I love the hair. I think it looks really cool. If you guys have been playing Hades 2, a lot of the characters have like the moon logo on their forehead, so that's pretty cool to see as well. A lot of the moon aesthetic, I'm definitely a fan of that. I actually have a tattoo of a moon on my arm, so definitely a fan of that look. I don't know. With the clothing, like the leg warmers kind of look a little funky. Let's see the different chromas. Maybe that makes it pop more. Ooh, the purple and gold is pretty sick. I'm definitely biased there. There's a lot of chromas available for this. Okay, and the gold, black and gold. This is cool. I'd give this probably also an 8.5. They don't change her look too much, but I'm definitely a fan. I think it's pretty cool. Also a legendary tier sin, so that's cool to know. Do we go to Blitz next? Yeah, we'll just go in order. So Blitz is going to be one of my 2 mains, if you guys don't already know. I'm going to be a Teemo Blitz player, and we did see in the trailer what his skin looks like, but we can still take a look. Interesting. This is funny. From the closed beta, I had the pink skin unlocked, and it's actually showing it as unlocked here still. I'm sure that will update once we're able to log into the actual game. But I think they did a great job with Blitz's design. He's tweaked a little bit from the League version. There's really nothing I would change about it. I think it's almost as good as it could be. I'm not the most creative type, so I can't offer the best recommendations to get it to a 10. But I think it's a solid, probably solid 8. Just a really good robot. I prefer like the smaller robots, maybe a little more like clean and less scuffed up and like a little more futuristic look. So that's probably why it's an 8. It's a little more futuristic looking. Maybe you could bump up a bit. But we do have Boom Boom Blitzcrank, which we have not seen chromas for yet. And this is just a banger. If you know the original League one, he just has the boxing gloves. And then for Wild Rift, they made this version, which gives him like the hoodie. It kind of looks like Ed from Street Fighter 6, if you guys are familiar. Very, very cool. I am a fan of this, and I'm praying it is in my shop. Also interesting to note, this is also a legendary skin. So the legendary is probably not going to be the top tier skin in this game, I would assume. Surely there's higher tier skins in this that would like change ultimates or something like that. I'm not sure if the VFX changed on this one, but definitely really, really cool. Default chroma, pretty sick. This one, not for me. Ooh, I like this. The pink with the mint. This is a nice combo. Yellow eyes is an interesting color choice, but I think that looks pretty sick. Screen ones, not for me. Yeah, Ed's looking a little different. I think he's been hitting the gym. Oh, he's got the bell, like a boxing bell on his back. That's a nice touch. That is a very nice touch. Let's see what else we got here. The mint. Dude, these mint colors are really sick. And I can already tell the next chroma is going to be the one I want, but this is pretty tight. I'm a fan of this mint green one for sure. I'm going to respect it when I see that online. And yeah, we got some black and purple. Mix in a sprinkle of blue and orange here to make the bell pop as well. Yeah, it's gonna be my chroma of choice. You guys will see me rocking this one 100% as soon as that's available. I give this skin a 9.5 out of 10. I actually think it would look better. I understand why they made the gloves like part of the robot arms, but I actually would almost prefer if they just gave him pure boxing gloves and like don't even animate the hands. That's fine. Like just let them be like that. It's not like rubber. I don't know what material boxing gloves are, but like that padded material I think would be a little better. But either way, very, very cool. Definitely the one I'm going to be rocking for the foreseeable future. I just wanted to check real quick if there's any new taunts. Oh, is this a specific? This just works so well with his skin. I can't tell if this is... Huh. And then there's like a shield that pops up. What is going on with this? This taunt was not in the game before. And it does say it's a battle pass reward. So we'll have to see more what's going on with taunts. I just saw that the number was increased there. So we'll take a gander at that later. And I'm getting so distracted here. But there's different finishers. So we have the arcane finisher. We have a bag secured finisher. Oh, so this is probably for Crime City. We got campaign complete. Throws in some D20s. They get it deleted. That's kind of crazy. This is the free one, I believe, in the free battle pass. Or it might be the premium tier. I think it's free, though. And we have Cold Goodbye. So this will be the Snow Moon one. They explode into snow and ice. Ah, these are all tight. I think the main one I'm going to want to use is probably Bag Secured. This one's pretty tight. There's a fuse that goes down, then they explode into money. That's pretty clean, guys. I'm a fan. So, little bonus rating there. We'll give... Should we rate those real quick? Why not? Bonus rating the finishers. Obviously, the Sanders, fine. Arcane one, 7 out of 10. I think the first effects look cool. I'm not a big fan of the stained glass. Bag Secured. This is a good 8.5 out of 10. I don't want to say quite a 9. I feel like there could be a touch more polish on the explosion effects, but very cool. And honestly, I'm sure these are going to feel a little different when we hear them as well. So maybe we'll give them a full rating later on. This one I give like a 6 or 7 out of 10. It's good with the thematics of doing the D&D thing. Yeah, I think that's pretty tight. 6 or 7 out of 10. And then the Snow Moon one, this is definitely like a 7.5. 7 out of 10. No, I'll give that an 8. I'm a fan of it. I don't love like ice VFX and stuff usually. But with the moon and like the pink flower stuff coming in, I think that's pretty tight. So those are all cool. Let's hop into Braum. I'm still mind blown. They have all these skins in the game when they're like over a month out for some of them. It's an interesting choice for sure. Braum's default design, honestly, I'm not a huge fan. Its aesthetic just isn't up my alley. Like I said, the ice theme stuff isn't super cool to me. I'd give it like a 6 out of 10. Like it's good for what it is. It's just not good for me specifically. On the objective scale, it's probably closer to like a 7 or 8. I think I'd give it a 6 for me. Crime City Braum. So if you know, this one's been leaked for a hot minute. There was a data mine that came out and there was some concept art for this one. And yeah, his door being a bank vault door is really, really sick. He gets obviously the hat and the mustache on the poros. This is so clean. No, we have not seen pricing on the bundles yet, Viking. Waiting for the game to go online for that. Man, these chromas are tight too. This pink one gives me vibes of Dudley, Street Fighter Third Strike. Black and red is also pretty tight. It makes him have gray hair, which is cool. Blue is pretty nice. Joker colors with the green and purple. This is going to be the Sage Aim color if you ever plays this character. And then the black and gold. Definitely a fan. Yeah, it's very, very well done. This is probably a 9 out of 10 for me. Maybe bordering on a 10. This is really, really, really good. And the Yordles, the Poros really make it. Definitely a big fan. But this one, man, look at that door. Holy mother of... That's sick. So it's like a built-in LT Gray motor type thing with spikes on the door. Absolutely sick. He's got the wrestling belt. He's like a cross between a wrestler and a biker. And this was one of his most popular skins in League as well. This came out really, 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 really sick. There's a hint of purple and yellow here, which I'm a fan of as well. This on its own, without looking at the chromas, I think this is our first 10, guys, honestly. This is really sick. I'm not a Braum player, but this is a 10 for me. Orange and blue, pretty good color. Wolverine color. This is actually full-on Wolverine. Holy shit. He's got a Wolverine chroma. What the hell? That's sick. I actually kind of need to screenshot that. That might be a tweet. I'll tweet that after. That's fine. Let's see what else he has with this. The red and purple. This was okay. This one I think looks better. Like a cross with, it's like a light lilac purple with the red. Pretty tight. And then the denim color, sagem color again. Cool stuff. I'm definitely a fan of the purple and red, or just the default. I think the default is his best version, honestly. I'm not a big fan of yellow, but that one's pretty goated. Then we got Rift Quest Prom. We saw this in Alpha Lab 2. I personally don't care for the night aesthetic very much. For what it is, it's done very well. He's got like a fancy Poro emblem with some lions on the front. Obviously, the Poros get a sick little helmet and everything too. Black and gold is pretty tight. I'd give this like a 7. It's good. It's good for what it is. I just don't care for that theme, so it's what it is. Seems like no extra taunts here, so we will keep moving on. Got Darius, who has a few here, right? Yeah, so plain Darius. It's a classic. I'd probably give plain Darius like a 7 out of 10. It's good for what it is. He's just the Noxian general guy. I mean, can't really ask for too much. This, I think, is kind of sick, low-key. I really think they cooked with this to make them look like these like possessed statues, all marble looking and everything. That's really, really tight. I'd probably give this, ooh, yeah, with the purple highlights. This is probably a 9, 8.5, 9 for me. Definitely a big fan. If I was playing Darius, I would probably be using this skin, but I'm not, so I won't. Also, this is an epic tier skin, worth noting. So in the chat, someone's asking if we can see the skins at shop already. So we can't log in yet. There's still login issues. So we're looking in the offline build right now, and they're actually all visible in the offline one. So they're very tight. Yeah, right? The Aureate, or Aureate, whatever it is, looks really, really cool. Crime City Darius. This one's tight. I don't think I love the axe now that I'm seeing the axe. But I think the design itself is pretty cool. I'd give this like a 7.5 out of 10. It would be an 8 if the axe was better, but kind of looks a little flat to me. Then we have God King Darius, which looks like it has been tweaked a bit since we saw it in Alpha Lab. It looks like it has a bit better contrast, a little more fleshed out. Damn, the black and red looks so good on this one. And the ice theme kind of looks sick as well. I'd give this an 8 out of 10. I'm a fan of this as well. I do think Aureate is actually the coolest one. This is, I know the axe doesn't change. It's just like a retexture, but man, it's just something about it looks really cool. I'm a big fan. Oh, and he has an extra taunt too. Let's take a look at that. Battle Pass reward. Okay. See, that also shows a shield thing. Very interesting. I wonder what the deal is with that. We're going to have to find out. I doubt there's any gameplay implications. That would be kind of pay to win. But pretty cool nonetheless. All right, Echo. Plain design. Best default design Echo has had. The Mohawk was definitely recognizable, but it's not the coolest thing in my mind. But man, they cooked with his design here for sure. There's no purple chrome anymore, which makes me very sad. Ooh, that's a cool idle animation. That like baseball swing. That's very tight. But with the pink, looks pretty cool. Give this a 7.5 out of 10. 7.5. We got a lot of those. Turns out I like the way the design of these characters. So this skin, Sandstorm Echo, I actually think gets carried hard by the chromas, because obviously the purple one looks tight. I think this one looks really sick. And that's kind of it, honestly. But the default is kind of mid. So if we're going off default, this is like a 6 out of 10 for me. I'd bump it up to a 7 with this version. I think the bat I'm not a huge fan of. Yeah, but just the Sandstorm vibe is not really going to be my thing. You'll see in the future, like, Shurima doesn't really do it for me thematically, but we'll take it. Then we got Arcane Echo. Shout out Myth. This is his favorite skin in the whole game. Wow, that mask looks crazy with the different chromas. This one looks pretty good. I think it's slightly worse. Yeah, I think it's a hair worse than the default, which I think I gave that like a 7.5 out of 10. So we'll give this a 7. Also, this is a mythic tier. So yeah, legendary is not the highest tier right now. It looks like mythic is the highest tier, and maybe they go above that, but I kind of doubt it. This changes a bunch of VFX and stuff. I personally think one day there will be a skin that changes the alt animation. So maybe there's a special tier for that one also, but until then, looks like it's the highest tier. This is the best. Oh my god. Okay, this bumps it up to an 8. This chroma alone is so tight. I don't love the bat, but everything else I'm kind of a fan of. Man, that chroma looks good. The light purple is a nice touch, man. They gave him a good bit of chromas. Oh, and the eyes glow on the black and gold. That's pretty sick, too. And the bat glows as well. I don't know. Definitely very cool. This is probably the best skin for him now. If I was still playing him, I'd consider buying the bundle, but until then, kind of no need. I'll probably just be dishing out money on Teemo and Blitz. Does he have it? He must have an extra taunt, right? Yeah. Oh, he can knight his clone? That's pretty clear. Pretty clean. I'm a fan of that. Man, that looks cool. Okay. And remember, you can do this like pre-game too. Like before the rounds start. That is tight. And his other ones are kind of whatever. That's a good reference to Arcane here, but yeah, cool stuff, cool stuff. Let's see Alawi. It should 4 skins. So she has, let me remember, she has the Battle Pass skin. She has the, I forget the name of it. It's like Resistance or something. It looks like Terminator. And then Blood Moon will be the other one. Okay. Or Snow Moon, sorry. Yeah, so Resistance, Alawi, or I guess we'll go default design first. I mean, they're not reinventing the wheel with the plain design. I think she looks better than her League version for sure. The hair looks really good. But this character is very, like, on the nose for her theme. Very, like, Moana adjacent, right? Man, these idle animations are awesome. These are all new for sure. I don't remember all these in the previous build. But this is good. I'd give it, like a 7 out of 10. It's good for what it is. Not the craziest thing. Resistance. I mean, the fact that the totem is, like, a robot skull and her hair looks sick. It's, like, a mix of wires and the braids. Different VFX, everything. Definitely sick. Let's see what chromas she has before we assign a score to this. They're all pretty muted. Ooh, black and purple. Black and purple. I'm such a sucker for this, man. That looks tight. I gotta admit, it looks tight. This one's like bordering on mastery colors, but this is sick. I'll give this a 8 out of 10 for sure. Yeah, 8 out of 10 for me. Rift Quest, so this is basically the same as her default, except she has like the tunic going over one shoulder and the blindfold. If I gave the other one a 7, this is a 7.5. It looks a little better with the blindfold. Looks cooler, but nothing too crazy. Obviously, purple chroma is going to be the best. This one's pretty cool too as well, though. The blue. Snow Moon. Wow. This has some aura, I'm not going to lie. I think the totem kind of looks a little confusing at first glance, but the whited out eyes, the giant moon headdress, I mean, I'm sure it has different VFX as well. It's a legendary skin. Black and gold, or the purple and gold chroma. It looks sick. Some Lakers colors. And then, man, they're cooking. These black and golds are definitely like, almost like their prestige version in this game. They give like a little extra glow on the VFX. Really, really cool. I'll give this a 9, honestly. This looks tight. I think her hair looks sick, just being like the one long strand ponytail with multiple ties. The boots look cool. Yeah, they cooked with this one for sure. All right, let's keep chugging along here. We got Jinx. She's going to have a few as well. Plain design, outside of the fact that she's like a little taller and lankier than I would like, they did a fantastic job bringing her over. I still think this design is like a 9. I think if they got the height right, it would be kind of like as good of a default design as you could ask for. She's obviously got a ton of personality. And they don't like milk the fact that it's a Harley Quinn thing too much. It's definitely on the nose in that regard, but she has her own vibe for sure. The chromas are good. Yeah, 9 out of 10. Do we do Arcane? Yeah, fuck it. We'll do Arcane first. So this was the Exalted skin in League. That was like the first gotcha skin, if I remember correctly. But they did a great job here. Fishbones looks sick. The minigun looks tight. All her projectiles and everything got tweaked for this as well. Oh man, they made her even paler for this skin. That's pretty cool. Or the chroma. Nice. Got a purple chroma as well. Very cool. She honestly moves around too much to check out the different chromas. You gotta do them kind of quick. the Joker colors, and then the black and gold also. I'd give this a 9 out of 10 also. She really just has a hood and like slightly different variant on stuff. She has the arcane gun. If you have it in Valorant, you know. Pretty cool stuff. This one, I actually don't love. I think the guns look sick. But like this mafia dress situation and the hair, I don't know. It just, not for me. I don't think it looks bad. Obviously, again, very good for what it is. This gold necklace glows in the black and gold version. I'd give this like a 7. Yeah, not up my alley, but looks pretty cool. And then we have Zombie Slayer as well. I never noticed that Fishbones becomes an anglerfish on this skin. That's pretty sick. But this was obviously in Alpha Lab 2. I'd give this a 9 as well. Yeah, I think a 9. Just like a different variant of her default look. Pretty cool. All right, and then we got... I'm saving Teemo for last. That's my goat. Vi. This is the best Vi's ever looked. I'll give this a 9 out of 10 also. I think she could look cooler with like a different outfit, but like keeping her as true as they can to the original designs while tweaking her a bit outside of Arcane and League versions. Killer job. She looks really cool. Now this skin though, I'm gonna give this like a 9.5. I think the hair looks a little too like big. I don't know how to describe it other than that. But the fact she has like all red VFX and everything, and she's just emoed out of her mind. She's got the sick coat with the Cerberus on the back. I mean, it's so cool. I think this is a 9.75. It's like just barely. If the hair was slightly better, this would be a 10 out of 10 for me. And I'm excited to see the chromas here. Oh, the face paint changes too. Oh, it's tight. Oh, the lilac purple. It looks so good. Oh, man. More characters need purple chromas, man. I'm telling you. The teal looks tight too. And then the black and gold, also cool. The glowing hair, that's really sick. But man, this one, maybe this bumps it to a 10. It bumps it to a 10 with the purple chroma. It's too good. I gotta show credit where credit is due. And then we have the other Aureate skin, also looking pretty clean, just like the Darius one, just like the chiseled statue look. I give this a 9 as well. I'm definitely a big fan. Let's see. I'm sure it has the same chroma. It does. Yeah, very cool. I'm a sucker for the purple. Looks awesome. Good 9 out of 10 here. And then we have Neon Strike Vi, which Boba Teemo is a big fan of this one. I mean, with other chromas, I think it looks better. The default one just looks a little too 70s to me. But she has some cool ones here. Obviously, I would probably use the pink. I'll give this a 7.5 out of 10. Not my favorite, but it looks pretty good for what it is. And also, I want to double check Jinx real quick to see if she had a different taunt. She does. She can ride the minigun like a horse. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Nice touch there. Good taunt. Good taunt. We'll save Warwick too, actually. We'll do Yasuo, and then we'll do the two new characters. We got classic Yasuo. I mean, what are you going to say? He's the samurai guy. Did a great job with him. 8 out of 10. I mean, what are you going to say? It's Yasuo. They brought him in. The Kuma color is an insane choice, and I love it. This gets up to like a 9 for me. Looks really cool. We're seeing Yasuo. Pretty cool skin. It makes him older. Obviously is carried by the fact that his arm becomes like all energy and everything. It's all like possessed or whatever. With the purple, man, it just looks so sick. This is a 9 for me. Maybe 8.5, because he's just kind of an old man. It's not like a crazy different design. I'll go 8.5. That's fine. And then Rift Quest Yasuo. If you like elves, sure. I don't care for the look. Solid chromas, but I would give this a 7 out of 10. Not much more to say on that one. And no extra taunts there as well. So now we have the two new characters. We'll do Warwick first, who does have an extra taunt. Or we haven't seen any of his taunts yet, so... Oh, we saw him in the video, I should say. Okay, just a plain Howl one for the Battle Pass one. Oh, and he's coughs or something. Oh, that's good. He's kicking up like he took a little poop. Okay. And then one with just showing respect. Okay. So plain Warwick. I mean, it's definitely better than the Arcane version for sure. I think they did a great job with them. I'd give him 7.5. He's kind of just a cool looking werewolf. I'll give him an 8. I like how pointy he is. Very angular design. Very cool. Arcane Warwick. I mean, it's crazy that 2XKO... Oh my god, that looks cool. It's crazy 2XKO made a better looking Arcane Warwick than Arcane did, but they did it. Some of these chromas look really, really tight. This purple one looks sick. These light purple ones are so cool, man. This has got to be a 9 out of 10. It's really cool. I'm not going to lie. Not going to make me play him, but if you're a Warwick main, I would probably consider using that skin. We got the Aureate. This one, he looks a little less like a statue than the other ones, but kind of the same thematic. Looks like, yeah, the same type of color palettes as well. This one's kind of whatever. Give it an 8 also. It's slightly better than his default design, but nothing crazy. And then we have Snow Moon, where he has like a sick moon floating on his back. He's got some clothes on with the ropes and everything. This is pretty sick. I go 8.5 out of this one because I gave Arcane a 9. Yeah, 8.5. Ooh, the purple. I'm a sucker for it. The Akuma necklace looks tight, man. Very cool. All right, this goes up to a 9 if you're using the purple. Oh, the red looks tight too. With the glowy claws on the black and gold. Yeah, definitely very cool. Yeah, 9 out of 10. I still think the Arcane one is probably... might be better. I don't know. I'm kind of torn between the two. I think I would probably use the Arcane one personally. Because, like, this just makes him more of like a furry type of thing. Like, trying to humanize him a bit. If you want to see the black and gold again. Yeah, black and gold is pretty tight. I kind of like him just being like more of a rabid animal werewolf type of thing. And I feel like Arcane makes it just look a little more like that. Pretty cool stuff. I'm a fan. And we took a look at his taunt, so I'm going to go back in there. Let's take a peek at our GOAT. The one, the only. Teemo. He's so cool. Let's see his taunts real quick. He's got his little toot. I definitely need to get that ASAP. Unhappy camper. Looking for stuff. Can't find shit. Little salute. Very cute. And then the death one, also very good. Yeah, he's got probably the best taunts in the game, honestly. And then we'll hop into the skins. Default skin. Very good. They made his hat just a normal baseball cap rather than a bucket hat, so that's tight. Yeah, no bias here at all, guys. None at all. Not a Yordle enjoyer here. I'd give his base design a 9 out of 10. Yeah, 9 out of 10. Because the scout look is like not one of my favorite aesthetics, but he just makes up for it by being awesome. So it is what it is. Rift Quest. This will be the free Battle Pass skin. I actually think this looks pretty good. I'm not going to lie. I think it looks better than his default. So I'll give this a 9.1. 9.1. So I think that, what did I give the other one? 8.5 or 9? This is slightly better. I like that they give him a little mask, the jingle hat. It's all good stuff. Big fan. And then we got Omega Squad Teemo. This is top 2 skin I wanted from him in the game. I'm so happy it's in off the bat. If it's not in my store when I get to log in, I am going to throw a fit. And it'll be a rough sight. The only downside of this is the chromas are pretty limited. But, I mean, you have the Darth Vader chroma, which is sick. And you have this, like, light purple and red one, which will probably be the one I use. So these are pretty sick. This is a 10 out of 10, dude. I'm sorry. The mask looks so sick. They animate the eyes, even though they're, like projection or hologram or whatever you want to call it. He's got a fucking knife on his back, which is pretty sick. And then the lore for this skin is like a sick reference to League with all his voice lines. He's just like, he once lived by a code. He's long since forgotten what it was or even what started the fighting, but he does remember 2 things. Nobody's innocent and always settle your score. So he's seen some shit. They cooked with this one. Definitely the one skin I want to see the most. So yeah, I mean, great start for this game with the cosmetics. A lot of these skins we'll be seeing over the next couple months, so I don't know how many surprises there will be until Season 1 skin-wise. But, I mean, probably the best launch of skins in a fighting game I can remember, for sure. Fantastic job. Riot knows what they're doing here. They know how to get our money, and it's going to work. I know I'm buying them, so thank you guys for checking in here. Appreciate everybody check this out. Obviously, make it this far to the video. As always, I appreciate any subscriptions, shares, comments, liking the video, all that stuff. We're getting close to our first monetization tier thing, so I can apply to be able to get members and some other stuff soon. So any love to the video is super appreciated. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. Be sure to check out the streams. I'm already live right now as I record this. So twitch.tv/NN. Okay, bye.